What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Fortan Zimbu. Yes, I hope y'all doing all right. I am your African brother. I speak about a lot of things, especially concern us black people. I speak about slaving, colonization, discrimination, racism, anything that is against black people. I speak about, you know what? These are racism and there's so many different way of form. I'm gonna react in one of the video that I found about Dick Gregory. He already passed away, in 2017. Rest in peace. Sometimes we need to get the advice of the old generation because they really do give us advice. I'm African, but I don't mean I cannot hear the voice of the American people. No, I like to learn. I like to. A lot of people they find that be stupid when I say we're all here to learn. I believe we learn every day. Nobody's perfect. No one is smarter than everybody in the world. We learn every day, and I believe that. So this video, he's giving advice to young black people. So include all of us. It doesn't matter what continent you're living or what country you're living. If you're black, sometimes you just need to pay attention what the old generation they will say to you. So it helps to open your ears and your heart. The lip of wisdom, when they speak, you tend to listen. When the lip of the wisdom speaks, you need to listen. So the old generation, they had that. This is the voice that never ended. So we're here to speak through our ancestors. They will say a lot of things. Majority we're gonna disagree. Majority we will like. So, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, we all gonna pay attention and trying to listen to the wisdom, the lip of the wisdom. It will speak here. Let's go, Mr. Gregory.
And don't make the mistake that most of your mothers and fathers made. When I wake up in the morning, my prayers, and I thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made my prayers, and I thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that.
Did you hear that? He really prayed to God. He woke up today, and the Cooker clans woke up as well. So different than the way I think. I pray when I woke up, the KKK, they don't wake up at all. Just the concepts that I have, the mind that I have, because I know what that mean, how the KKK they did, not to me, but to people that looks like me and what they always keep doing in America. He has a bigger heart than me. That's why when the lip of wisdom is talking, we need to pay attention. I really don't think like this, but you can see he thinks like this. That's a man that has a bigger heart. Me, I pray the KKK, they don't wake up at all. I pray they alive, they gone, disappear. I pray for that.
I made another 24 hours in the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, without being mean.
Oh man, he has a bigger heart than all of us. He has a bigger heart than me, and he went through a lot. He went through a lot of racism. Wow, the discrimination that happened to him. So imagine in time of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, in that time where you have segregation, Jim Crow. Imagine. And where I came from in Africa, we didn't experience that at all. My grandfather, my father, they experienced that, but in my generation, the 80, we didn't experience that. In my country, we got independence. a lot of white that it was in my country, they left, they moved, they gone. In one point, what I'm saying, liberation, it came already in their country. My parents and my grandfather, they experienced what he's talking about. The vicious, the brutal of a white man in my country in Africa. The racism, you cannot say anything to white. When my father was explaining this to me, I couldn't believe it. Even he experienced it. He purpose said it. My father said it. In that time, what can I say to a white person in my own country? I can't even, I can't say anything. They'll analyze me. Or you get arrested, put in prison for the rest of your life. This is what my father was telling me, and I'm looking at my father. I was thinking like he's crazy, but listening to Dick Gregory saying this is all, I'm thinking you can see he was born like in 19. He was like probably 1937 or 1930 in them time. Oh my lord! But look at her. He has a bigger heart than I can ever have, man. Jesus Christ.
And I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere with the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, um, don't be in a state of denial of the racism and sexism, but don't let that block you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as a white. That's an awful thing to teach your child. That's like saying because you're black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that, we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for a dollar. Excuse me, we want a full dollar's change for a dollar, or this cash register will never ring again.
Yes.
I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of all employment happen with small businesses. And excuse me, if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America till we get into business, because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hiring somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby, she's laughed at. And so I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods. A community is, I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters.
Absolutely.
And I control the flow of the money.
Absolutely.
And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop owners are Jewish, and I go into an Italian neighborhood and shop owners are Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop owners is not me.
Exactly. And what he just said right there. And I have that problem. I have that problem. It's not just in America, it's in Europe and as well. When you go to a community that is a lot of black in European country, you will find the people that are running the shops, business, coffee shop, library, any kind of studio, salon, where they sells a lot of things, banks, you're gonna see is run by Asian. Post office, everything is run by Asian, Arabic, uh, white, but less. Only you find probably East European, but you won't find no blacks that are running business in black community. And that's the sad part, the way he's thinking. And as black, we should listen to this, you know, create business, bring in a lot of black people, because separation, when people, when us black people, we think separation is a bad thing. No way, I'm telling you. White people, they know how to separate themselves from us black people. It can be an American, European country. You see business and industry, the banks is all controlled by white. And to get black people involved in them kind of industry is hard, very hard. Police department, firefighter, you know, uh, a hospital, to get a lot of black is hard, because you know why? When you white people, you have Asian. Look at this. Even an Asian, when they get in that power, do you know what they do? They bring the people. And just give a couple of months, you'll see a lot of white people that was working over there, they're gone. Or black, it will be just Asian controlling that. But I don't see that in black community. We don't do that. We like to bring hate, we like to bring bitterness in one and another, and that's the problem that we have in black community. We don't like to get along. For us to have a community, we need black men and black female. We need each other. It's not about I don't want to talk to the black man, or I don't want to talk to the black woman. No, we definitely need each other. Asian people, they do it. That's why you can see they have a lot of children. They have a lot of children. White people, bring it. You can see the community of white people, it's just white people. They love separation. Only us black people would like to bring in different race, and we want to be involved in that different race. Look at the demographic. Is It's not the way we think. Black people, we like to try to mix. But white people is not like that. Asian people is not like that. Arabic people. Even when I go to Arabic community, I'm telling you, is the business is run by Arabic people. The restaurant, banks, even if when they're doing a lot of cleaning outside the neighborhood, it runs by Arabic. But the police department, I always see white people. When you go to white neighborhood, only white. Even if you go to the shop, you go to a white community, there's a lot of shops. It's all runs by white people. You go to Asian, it's all black people, complete different story. And that's the sad part. I'm not saying this is only for education purpose. I hope we're not gonna take this in a bad way. We just need to, like I said, we just need to take it in a proper way. It's about understanding.
A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop for $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business with that boy, then he'll have to sell it back, or she'll sell it back to a black person for $1 million. And then the money circulates and circulates, and that's how you change. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain and the misery and glamorizing a hand few that have made it, that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you haven't got a role model in your house, you should fall on your knees and pray to God, because something is wrong. And so I would say to young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer and papa's wine to get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the number one drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana. And they deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TB that TB has always been known as poor folks.
I didn't even know that marijuana. Wow. I did not know that. I need to do research on that. Wow.
It's the first time that TB is not running rampant in the ghetto. It's running rampant in middle income white America because it's the marijuana that they spray, and that's no accident. And so I would just say to young folks, you have to reevaluate everything you've been taught. I would say to the black folks that just because a black person is 90 years old don't mean they have wisdom, and you need to listen to them, because if you was dumb and stupid when you was 9, you dumb and stupid when you 90.
Dick Gregory, he spoke wisely, advice. He gave good advice. We just need to pay attention. I'm not gonna say too much, I said already plenty, but I hope we can open our ears, our mind, our heart, so we can feed more information from the wise. I believe that. He said a lot of good thing over there. He said it. When I go to one neighborhood, I see white people they're running the business. Arabic, they're running the business. Asian, they're running the business. But my problem is black neighborhood. You see other race they're running business over there, and it's everywhere. We see that, especially in Europe, and us black people we're left behind as well. But I hope they can change for the future generation. I hope it can change. Yep, this was a good advice for all of us. So I hope y'all can like, subscribe. But yeah, I'll catch you guys to the next one. May God bless y'all. May y'all just be in peace. Have a good day. Peace.
That we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods.